The world is changing. For decades, the United States stood as the sole superpower. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 seemed to cement this dominance. However, the 21st century brought new challenges. China's economic rise has been nothing short of remarkable. Russia, under Vladimir Putin, seeks to reassert its influence. The relationship between these three nations will define the coming decades. The US and Russia have a history fraught with tension. The Cold War cast a long shadow. China and the US, while economically intertwined, face growing mistrust. Into this complex dynamic steps the China-Russia partnership. It is a relationship born of necessity and opportunity. Understanding this complex interplay is crucial. The stakes are high. Global stability, economic prosperity, and the future of international order hang in the balance. We must examine the motivations of these key players. We must analyze their actions and reactions. Only then can we begin to grasp the contours of this new world order. China and Russia are often portrayed as allies. However, this is a simplification. Their partnership is more nuanced. It is transactional, driven by shared interests, rather than ideological kinship. Both countries view the US as a rival. Both seek to challenge US hegemony. This shared goal forms the bedrock of their cooperation. However, it is essential to recognize their distinct priorities. China's focus is primarily economic. It seeks to secure resources and markets for its growing economy. Russia, on the other hand, is driven by security concerns. It aims to counter NATO expansion and maintain its sphere of influence. While their partnership is not an alliance in the traditional sense, it is a powerful force. Their combined economic and military might poses a significant challenge to the existing world order. Military cooperation between China and Russia is increasing. Joint naval drills in the South China Sea and the Ocean 2024 training exercises are clear signals. These exercises serve multiple purposes. They enhance interoperability between their armed forces. They send a message of deterrence to the US and its allies. Beyond joint drills, there are allegations of covert military support. NATO has accused China of providing Russia with semiconductors and other military equipment. China denies these claims, insisting its trade with Russia is purely commercial. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. While China may not be directly arming Russia, it is likely providing assistance that bolsters Russia's military capabilities. The economic relationship between China and Russia has deepened considerably. Trade between the two countries has skyrocketed in recent years. China is now Russia's largest trading partner. This economic interdependence has become even more pronounced in the wake of Western sanctions on Russia. Russia has become increasingly reliant on China as an export market for its energy resources. China, in turn, benefits from access to discounted oil and gas. This economic lifeline has enabled Russia to withstand Western pressure. However, this economic partnership is not without its challenges. China is known for driving a hard bargain. It has been able to leverage its position to secure favorable terms from Russia. Section 5. Reaching for the Stars, Technological and Space Cooperation. Collaboration between China and Russia extends beyond the economic and military spheres. They are also engaged in ambitious joint projects in space exploration and technology. These ventures are a testament to their growing technological prowess. They have announced plans for a joint moon base and an international lunar research station. These initiatives signal their ambition to challenge US dominance in space. Cooperation in areas like 5G technology and artificial intelligence further underscores their desire to become global leaders in innovation. This technological partnership has the potential to reshape the global landscape. It could lead to a bipolar world with China and Russia leading one bloc and the US leading another. Section 6. The US response, walking a tightrope. The US is acutely aware of the growing challenge posed by the China-Russia partnership. It faces a complex dilemma. On the one hand, it must deter their assertive behavior and defend its interests. On the other hand, it cannot afford a full-blown confrontation with either power. The US has responded with a mix of sanctions, diplomatic pressure, and military posturing. It has imposed sanctions on Chinese firms accused of supporting Russia's military. It has strengthened its military presence in the Indo-Pacific region. However, finding the right balance is proving difficult. The US must navigate this complex geopolitical landscape carefully. Failure to do so could have disastrous consequences. Section 7. Wildcards in the game: North Korea and Iran. The China-Russia partnership has implications beyond their bilateral relationship. It has emboldened other actors on the world stage. North Korea and Iran, both adversaries of the US, have found themselves drawn into this complex web of relationships. North Korea, under Kim Jong-un, has grown increasingly belligerent. It sees the China-Russia partnership as a shield against US pressure. Iran, facing crippling US sanctions, has also turned to China and Russia for economic and political support. The actions of these wildcard states add another layer of complexity to an already volatile geopolitical landscape. Their provocations could easily spark a wider conflict, drawing in the major powers. Section 8. India's rise. A new player on the chessboard. As the US grapples with the challenges posed by China and Russia, another Asian giant is asserting itself on the world stage: India. India's economic growth and growing military capabilities have made it a key player in the Indo-Pacific region. India's relationship with the US has warmed in recent years, driven by shared concerns about China's assertiveness. However, India maintains close ties with Russia, its traditional arms supplier. India's stance in this evolving geopolitical drama is crucial. It has the potential to act as a counterweight to China's influence in the region. However, its complex relationship with Russia adds a layer of uncertainty to the equation. Section 9. A multipolar world, navigating uncertainty. The world is entering an era of multipolarity. The US remains a dominant power, but its influence is waning. China's rise, Russia's resurgence, and India's emergence as a global player have created a more complex and unpredictable international system. The China-Russia partnership is a symptom of this shifting global order. It is a strategic alignment driven by shared interests and a desire to challenge the existing power dynamics. Navigating this multipolar world will require deft diplomacy, strategic foresight, and a willingness to adapt to changing circumstances. The stakes are high. The decisions made by world leaders in the coming years will shape the course of the 21st century.